Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. You're so kind, Vincent. My apologies. I was sharing the good news. I was saying that I was at the fishing. I went fishing today. It's been a while I went fishing. So, and my casting, yeah, showed me flames. I ended up sleeping the whole afternoon because really, okay, can you still hear me? Mzwake said, now the sound, thank you. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. Let's get going. My apologies, my apologies. You know, technology, sometimes you speak and you're on mute. That's what happened. I was on mute. Like I was saying, yes, I was out and about and having a session, and you're gonna be with me. Hang in there, guys, until 8. Please hang in there until 8. Let's have a conversation because then the live is pointless if I don't have a conversation with you. Today, we're talking about how to move properties to a company in a tax efficient process, but then it does not restrict you to ask any form of questions. I always come up with a topic so that at least there's some sense of direction. But if you've got question, you're more than welcome to actually ask any question you choose to ask. I'm always ready to have a conversation. I'll be also checking in WhatsApp some of the questions. I'll also be checking on other social media platforms, Facebook. I know that some of people are going to be asking. I'm so happy that most of you guys now are saying good evening. Everyone saying hi, everyone. That's good. Dean, I see you. Muzwake, I see you. Thank you so much. Vincent, I see. Katie, my sister, I see you. I'm saying hang around, guys. Hang around, hang around. Hang around until 8 o'clock. It's only 30 minutes of your time. So just to be clear, so far we kind of finalized the lineup in a sense that I'll be coming live from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 7:30 until 8. So that is our commitment so far, unless there's a load shedding, then I won't be able, but then I'll communicate on the WhatsApp group. I'll communicate on the WhatsApp group if I've got load shedding wherever I am, because yeah, we live in the world of load shedding, right? So yeah, so let's get into it. The housekeeping are out. I see someone who says class is in session. Vincent, thank you so much. Carol, I see you, my sister. I hope everyone who's here is part of our WhatsApp group. I hope so. And even if you're not part of a WhatsApp group, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, got it. Yes, yes. I think let's work with that. Unless, guys, I've got commitments, then I'll communicate, because sometimes we find that I've got events. And I know, for instance, on Monday, the 22nd, I'll be out. There's an event that I'm attending. So most likely I'm not going to be live on Monday, the 22nd. So whenever I've got commitments, I'll communicate on the I'll communicate on a WhatsApp group that, guys, I'm not available tonight because of commitments. Like I said, the 22nd, I'm not around. I know for sure, because there's an event that came in that I need to attend to. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. You're more than welcome to ask any. Muzwake says, please add me. Muzwake, please WhatsApp me and then we'll add you. Just WhatsApp me. My number is there, 074-589-6439. Just tell me if you're a beginner or you're an advanced property investor, because there's two groups. There's one for beginners and then there's one for advanced people. So if you're a beginner, let's say you own one property or nothing, then you're a beginner. So just be clear on that, and so that you don't get into a group of advanced property investors, so that you feel safe. My beginners, who are my beginners here? I want them to feel safe. I wanted them to be protected. Yeah, we're going to be having sessions with them, and we're going to be having breakfast with them. And I hope they'll get into a swing of things and start acting. Please don't forget to like and share also the live sessions, and invite everyone, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the content if you like the content. Let's get going. So the first question that I have here is from Terence. Says, I move my property to a company while still paying. Oh, basically, he says, can I move my property to a company while still paying for the bond? I'm a beginner. Vincent says, I'm a beginner. I'll call it sharp. So just let me know, and then I'll add you into a WhatsApp group. Guys, please ask questions, because I'm also waiting for your questions. That is crucial that you ask the questions when we are talking. Beginner as well. Katie, I know you. You are on the group already. So hang around, guys. Hang around until 8 o'clock. It's just a matter of you guys waiting until 8 o'clock, and then we are done. Okay, but you also need to ask questions, because I can't just be sitting here talking to myself. So let's start with Terence while I'm waiting for your questions. Terence says, can I move my properties to a company while still paying the bond? Correct. Yes, you can do that. Guys, Mamelan, the importance of this whole thing is to ensure that you guys create sustainable business. Would you agree with me that the chances of you creating a sustainable business in your personal name are close to zero? Like, it's not easy. Let's be honest. What are the chances that you'll be hiring people while you're trading alone? You'll be a sole trader. You'll be complaining. I mean, let's be honest. What are the chances that you will inspire confidence? How many people are going to hire that says, we work for Vincent, we work for Kate, we work for Carol, not working for Carol Pty Ltd? Do you understand the difference? Already from sense of moral enhancement of your employees, it's just not viable, right? Forget even the tax, forget even commercial reason. Just from the HR point of view, it does not make sense to do business in your name. You understand? So imagine now you're under audit. For instance, I was telling one of my clients to say, I prefer to keep my personal name clean as possible. I don't want any form of income other than salary coming into my personal account, because then it means I must be interacting with SARS on so complicated level that if I'm subjected to an audit, then imagine it, then it means that I'm not going to grow. How am I going to grow in terms of wealth if I'm always subjected to an audit? Do you understand? Because it's just going to frustrate me. Now if let's say I want to go and buy furniture for my family, I can't, because I don't even have a good credit profile, because I messed up, because I've got issues of creditors, I've got these, they're sequestrating me. I don't like doing business like that. As a start, I always just create a company. That's a starting. Now, let's say you, for instance, you are like Terence here. You are having properties already in your personal name. You can definitely move them. What normally happens in that case, the bank understands the situation. That's a beauty about this whole thing. The bank understands the situation. Then what then they'll tend to do, they'll just cancel the bonds that are in your personal name, and then you reapply for the same amount of bond in the newly formed company. Simple as that. So the banks understand the system, and it actually even free you from credit bureau, because then that bond, it's out of your personal name. Would you agree with me? Then it's out of your personal name, and then now it's sitting in the company, which means that you've got more even room for affordability. Then you can actually pretty much go and actually and raise more bonds and create wealth. Isn't that amazing? And that's now there are even benefits for you to actually have a company, because pretty much then that affordability that was locked, that you couldn't even raise more bonds, you can actually now go and raise more bonds using different couple of companies that are newly formed company. Isn't that great, Terence? Okay, good. I hope everyone understood that. If you don't understand what I just explained, please share with me on the comment side. Then if you agreed, give me a thumbs up underneath here. You can just click like if you enjoyed how I answered it. Terence, I'm waiting for your questions, guys. Please ask questions, as many as possible. I like people who ask questions, because we learn through asking, guys. We learn through asking. Ask questions. I'm ready to answer you guys. Okay, Muzwaki says yes. Then Muzwaki, please show some like. There's a thumbs up there's a thumb up on a YouTube at the bottom of the video. You can just click there and say yes, I like it. So let's go. Clive says, with the new Marriages Act coming in, will a company or trust still protect your assets in a case of divorce? Okay, maybe let's unpack this thing, guys. The issue of divorce. If let's say you're married in, let's take an example of someone who's married in community of property. If you are married on community of property, would you agree with me when the day you divorce or at death, we have to separate between, we have to kind of look into what you call joint estate. Would you agree with me? Now, would you agree with me that a company and the trust and you are separate people, right? These are separate people. Now, The only thing that will be subjected to a joint estate, it's if you own the shares of the company directly. Would you agree with me that now that those assets, the shares being asset, will you agree with me? A share is an asset, right? Would you agree with me that then those shares will then form part of joint estate, which means that on the date of divorce, there have to be dissolvement. However, the beauty, actually, I was discussing this with one of my friends. What people then they do, they say, what other insurance product or agreements can I enter into that will protect me should it happens that I divorce and I don't have to liquidate the company so that there's a settlement of divorce. So people take certain insurance product, and that I'll encourage you to speak to financial advisors. But there are things like buy and sell agreement can act as a shield in those circumstances, right? But let's say, for instance, our wealth is sitting in a trust. If you have been doing the trust administration efficiently, then there's a separation, then that cannot be part of the divorce settlement because none of you guys owns the trust assets. Will you agree with me? Which is another sort of a firewall that you can implement in your life. But my view is always been, it's very crucial to understand your level of wealth before you involve yourself in the trust. You'll agree with me because trust comes with various administration costs, even though at the beginning they're not a lot. But the fact that there's some element of compliance that one needs to worry about. So the sense of wealth that you're going to create, it also matters. If you're just going to have 3-4 properties, you're not the same as someone who's going to have a portfolio that is worth 50 million, 100 billion, things like that. So you also need to understand where you are. You're a beginner. Where should you be starting? You know, those are things you must be realistic. So my beginners, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you to actually invest in one property by the end of this year. Are you agree with me that you're taking that challenge? Let me see if who's taking that challenge that at the end of the year, you're going to have a company and you're going to have one property. Let me see who's committing. My beginners, let me see who's committing. Let me see. Engage with me. Let me see if you are all committing that by the end of the year, you're going to be owning a company with at least one property. Let me see. Because I want to take you through the process of creating wealth as we go along as the beginners. My beginners, where are you? Talk to me. So, okay, if you liked how I answered Clive, show some thumbs up. At the bottom of the video, please show some love. I appreciate it. Muzwage says committed. I like that. Guys, let's get to at least one property. At least one property. By the end of the year, we've got a company and at least one property. Vincent says, I'm committing. I like that. Okay, now let's go. I see you guys ask question. Wituman says, can you get equity from a property that is in a trust? Borrowing money. Who, on behalf of who are you borrowing Wituman? Because here's the thing, guys. The moment assets are owned by a trust are no longer yours. And I think that's crucial. So a bank, a trust can refinance, yes, can refinance the property. If let's say the trust has a property that is paid up, it can go to the bank and apply for refinance. Yes, that it can do, right? However, if you are saying to me, can you borrow money from the trust? Yes, you can borrow money from the trust. There are the loans. It's like any company can get money from the trust and loan. That is also possible. Okay, please just clarify your question. If I answered you, let me know if I answered you. Simple say, assuming the bonds are with the same bank as the business account, will the interest rate remain the same or the bank will recalculate based on the company credit score? Look, I think the issue, guys, we narrated this a lot. Okay, the issue of interest rate has a lot of metrics and can differ from one bank to another. And I think that is very, very important to actually understand that banks determine the issue of interest rate based on various matrices. Okay. So number one, the issue is about the affordability. number one, of the directors. If let's say you're talking about newly formed company, then directors matters. I know that when I'm in a process of refinancing a property right now, and one of the things that they asked me was if I can open a bank account with that particular bank, and then they gave me a concession discount. I think it was about 0.5%, which is good. So I end up opening the bank account under that company's name, and then canceling it with the other bank that I usually bank with. So I did it intentionally because I needed that extra 0.5. I mean, with the current going interest rate, to me, that 0.5% will go a long way. So that also can contribute to that. Other banks might not give you that. I mean, I remember other banks didn't bother. They didn't even offer us such concession discount when we bought another property. So things like that matters. And things like a disposable cash flow, how much are you left with after your commitments? Such things matters when the banks decides on the interest rate that they give it to you. So things like that can influence that. And of course, how long have you been banking with these guys can matters. Have you been someone with a good cash flow and within the banking system? That can also matter. Also issues of how you treating your debts, guys. Guys, please pay debts on time and fully so. You cannot be owing 8,000 every month and you are paying 7,000. You think you're just jeopardizing your credit profile, and consequentially so, you are going to affect the potential interest rate that you might end up getting with different banks. Okay, Simpiwe, if I answered your question, please give me a thumbs up. If everyone who agrees that I answered Simpiwe's question, give me a thumbs up. It's the bottom of the video. If you like it, please click on the like. I'll appreciate if you click more likes and give me some love, and then share the video and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share it with your friends. Yes, let's see. I'm looking for my guys. Are you guys committing? Let's see. Okay, let me go quickly. Vincent Mpatlele. Okay, I see you guys are having interesting questions now. Let's quickly go to Vincent. Vincent say, do you think I should register each property under an individual company? Example, 3 properties bonded by 3 companies, or you advise we keep all the properties under? Look, I think there's a lot of, Vincent, there's no right or wrong answer with that. I'll give you an example. It all depends on various factors. Number one, if let's say I'm partnering alone and the banks are happy with financing that particular property in the same company, I'll do it in one, especially if they are all identical in terms of risk profile. Risk profile, I'm saying, for instance, if they're all multi-let, to me, the risk profile are all the same. So more likely I'll put them under the same company. But you may find that then, Vincent, you are partnering with, you're using other people's money, and you're partnering with Witumel or Carol. Would you agree with me? You're forced in a way to go and register a new company with Carol. So that could be another issue. Another issue could be that you are buying a property with a newly formed because you are maximizing your affordability. Then that can end up forcing you to open different new accounts because it's much easier to actually obtain a bond with a newly formed company. In a way, the compliance requirements quite much easier than a company that's been trading, that you're gonna need financial statement. Not to say that you shouldn't be having financial statement. I mean, to start with, you should be using TaxEdu as your accounting firm to do your books and everything on a monthly basis. So that is also crucial. By the way, who here is actually using TaxEdu as accounting firm? Let me see. Who's actually using us as accounting firm here? None of you guys are my client. That's actually scary that none of you guys are my client. That's very interesting. None of you guys are using TaxEdu as an accounting firm, because the TaxEdu is a tax and accounting firm, and Intergen is about wealth management, it's trust, wills, disease estates, and financial planning. So none of you guys are using TaxEdu as an accounting firm. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe you are still coming. You will use TaxEdu from tomorrow, right? Are we committing on that? Mzwake says, George says, how do you move a property which is not bonded into a company, and what costs are involved, and what a thorough rough cost estimate? Okay, Mzwake, your situation, George, right? Mzwake, I think Mziwake, I think it's Mziwake. Yes, Mziwake. Your situation is actually much better, especially when there's no bond issues. we can even use a rollover provisions under tax to actually do that for you quickly. So we've got less people to be dealing with. We don't have to be dealing with banks, right? That's a starting point. So you're potentially, the cost that I can say I can save you from is potentially transfer duty and capital gain tax, right? However, the issue of legal cost, I can't save you, because then you have to pay lawyers to change the properties from deeds office. That unfortunately I can't save you from. These are lawyers' costs, right? Conveyancers and things like that. That you can't run away. And how do you estimate that? You can go into one of these bank transfer cost calculators. You can just Google transfer cost calculators, and then from there you actually put the property value, and then you'll be able to estimate what potential cost can be. But just be mindful that such is an estimate, it's not actual figures. So, but it's going to give you an idea of how much potentially you should be looking into if you were to transfer. Then, of course, you need to pay tax edu to do tax planning for you to move such properties and to actually advise you on such tax strategies on how to actually not pay potential capital gain. But it also matters if, for instance, that property was residential property, then it also matters on whether should we use rollover or should we just use outright sale. It also depends on the potential capital gain, that if you were to use what do you call this thing, outright sale, what could potentially be a capital gain tax issues. But then if you find that you don't even have to pay capital gain tax, because let's say it was residential property that you stayed in, and then you've got the allowance of that 2 million exclusion of capital gain exclusion, then you can actually end up saying, listen, let me rather just outrightly sell this property. And you find that it's actually less than 1 million. There's no need for you to pay transfer duty. Or for that matter, it's just slightly over 1 million where 3% rate is applicable for transfer duty. Can you see things like that? I need to know those issues, and this is where the analysis of tax edu comes in, where they analyze those type of things, and we advise you accordingly. Cool. Then Mziwake says, I'm committed. Oh, it was about my beginners, what do you call, what am I saying? Yes, my beginners committing that they're going to have a company and one property by the end of the year, right? Vincent said, I'm committing. Vincent Patela is giving me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, guys, at the below of the video. If you are agreeing to my content and you're enjoying my content, please give me a thumbs up. It's like this. It's just like this. Please give it to me. Give it to me. Let me see. We're sitting on 4 and we're 70 of us. If you are enjoying the content, click on the bottom there and give me a thumbs up. Right? Give me that. Don't be jealous, guys. Come on. Okay, then give me a thumbs down. If you don't enjoy, then give me a thumbs up. If you don't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. I mean, let's be fair. Okay, show me some love. Show me some love. Okay, Katie say, just registered my company and I'm looking forward to that. Well done, Katie. I hope TaxAid is going to be your accounting firm. I would love to help you. And then Dean J says, already registered, busy, just need the property. That's good, Dean. Let's get that property. Let's get that property. Let's definitely. Widumel says, answer, thank you. Okay, cool. Widumel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dean just says, I want to confirm something. How will the tax work if I invest on JC using my company? Look, I mean, the fact of the matter is that if you are going to use your company to buy shares, I'm assuming you mean the trading shares and things like that, the tax is going to be simple. I mean, if you are in trading, then the tax potential will be taxed at 28% applicable currently. So you'll be taxed at 28%. And then if you're just holding for long term, then it will be capital gain tax issues. And then the dividends, remember when you receive dividends from listed companies in the main, they come having deducted the withholding tax. So you'd have paid that withholding tax, dividend withholding tax. So it's pretty much, it's the same way you'll potentially be investing in some of these investment. I'll be investing in REITs that pays a dividend. Will it be dividend withholding tax or will it become part of my normal tax? Now, every dividends, guys, you get, you actually, what do you call? You actually get withholding dividend, what do you call it? Withholding dividend tax, basically, withholding tax. Yes, they have to withhold that. Okay, I'm already in chat with Kristen, so I'm still coming. What are you talking about, Vincent? Yeah, because I see messages very late, so I'm not quite following. What could you be talking about? Vincent said, Amansa said, thank you so much. Muziwaki is giving me a thumbs up. Guys, give me a thumbs up, thumbs up by clicking. There's like something that goes like this, sharp on the bottom here. Yeah, click that. Come, give me some love. And then Abel say thumbs. Guys, I want thumbs up on the clicking the thing there. You are giving me on the comments. I appreciate also on the comments, but there's a nice way to click at the bottom of my video. At the bottom of this live video, there's, yes, someone has clicked it. Come, let's click at the bottom of the video. You click it, click that one. Yeah, that one. Give me a thumbs up, that one. Yes, okay. Lutando says, I bought the land and its value is less than 350. I'm planning to register it under the company. Have you, has the company, yes, the mosaic, yes, that one. Yes, the like button. The like button, guys. Like. Keep liking. Be around. Stay around, guys. Stay around with me. So Lutando says, I bought the land and its value is less than 350. I'm planning to register that. Lutando, has the property transferred already? Because if you're saying to me you've bought it already, I'm not sure. Have you bought it and has it been transferred? Where are you in the state? Maybe in the stage of the transaction. Talk to me quickly, Lutan. I want to answer your question because it's very interesting. Come. And have you bought it cash also? That is your land bonded? Lutando, come talk to me. Come talk to me, please talk to me. When I'm waiting for Lutando, I'm waiting for Lutando. He says, yes, the property is under my, oh, I see. Then we need to move that property into the company. Correct. And especially you're going to be developing that property. I mean, it's a land, it's a PMT land. So we don't want to be developing a property under your name. What if something goes wrong during the construction? Because we all know property development can be risky, guys. You probably have seen or you've heard about casualties that are happening in construction sector. He says, yes, it was bought in cash. That's fine, Lutando. Come to me, WhatsApp me. Are you on the WhatsApp group, Lutando? Let me see. Are you on the WhatsApp group? Are you a beginner? Let me see, Lutando, talk to me, and then WhatsApp me, and then so that we can help you with make sure that your investment structure is sorted, you are clean, and then you do the right thing going forward. Please WhatsApp me, Lutando. I'm not sure if I've got your numbers and things like that, but I suspect you are in the WhatsApp group. Okay, guys, it's about to be 8 o'clock. You know, we are here until 8 o'clock. Maybe someone is asking, it says, how do I create a trust? Yes, I'm on the WhatsApp group. Okay, Lutan, just say hi to me, separate on a private message, and then I'll attend to you. Someone says, how does one set up a trust? Guys, that's why Intergen exists. Intergen deals with transformation, wills. If you don't have a will, you should be speaking to Intergen. If you don't have a trust and you want one, and you believe that you really deserve to be having a trust, then you need to speak to Intergen. And then if you want financial planning, you need to be speaking to Intergen financial advisors. And then if you want issues of estate planning, you should be speaking to Intergen. And then what else is it? Disease estates. If you've got issues of disease estate administration, you should be speaking to Intergen. But on matters of tax and accounting, then you need to be speaking to Tax Edu ZA. That's where you're going to. So there's a separate functions and separate brand, but at the end of the day, they complement each other. So maybe in closing, Witumela says, is it advisable to have two separate companies? One as the holding company for the property and another one for running the business, rental business, or should they operate as one? Okay, guys, maybe Witumela, do you want to hold on that question and we discuss this question tomorrow? Do you want to do that? Because I'm seeing now it's 8 o'clock. If you don't mind, can we talk about group structure tomorrow? Some of the tax benefits of group structures. Do you agree with me, Witumela? We can talk about that tomorrow. I love that group structure. We can deliberate and how we're going to move money around and all these things. But it doesn't mean that people can stop asking other questions. Maybe maybe the title will just be group structure, but then we can talk about various issues. Are we all in agreement? Let me see. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Let me see. If you agree, just tell me you agree. Okay, let's see. If you are agreeing, there we go. Let's discuss it tomorrow, Shilly Boy. Okay, cool. Tomorrow, please. I also want to know how to approach it. Okay, Vincent. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the session, tomorrow it is. Thank you so much, Vitumela, for being patient. Guys, if you enjoyed the session, I enjoyed it. Like my video using the like button at the bottom of the live session, and then share this live session with your colleagues, guys. Share information with your friends, and if you really enjoy these sessions, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, provided that there's no load shedding, number one, provided that I don't have after hours commitments, because sometimes if issues happen that you find that I'm going to meetings in the evenings at the end of the day. But then I'll communicate in the WhatsApp group if I'm not around. Okay, those who enjoy, thank you so much. I'm going to TikTok at 8:30. I'll be on TikTok. If you join me on TikTok also, I'll be chatting to various property investors that side from 8:30 until 9:30. Okay, I'll see you guys. Thank you for your time, sir. This is much needed information. Vincent, you're welcome. Vincent Mpakele, you're welcome. Okay, good night, good evening. Those I'll see on TikTok at 8:30 to 9:30. I'll see you guys that side. I need to have a quick dinner, and then I'll see you on the other side. Don't forget to like this live session, guys. If you really enjoyed it, please click on the like and move on. Okay, good night.